Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map release for Farming Simulator 19. This is Falkental by Vectorman. It's 178.48 megabytes to download. On the mod hub it says welcome to Falkental. Somewhere between Erlengrat and Felsbrunn you can find a picturesque landscape with hills and valleys and an enormous agricultural chance that wants to be taken by you. Features season support, precision farming support and manure system support, obviously PC only that is, 68 fields, large pre-placed farm, large forest, multiple new buildings, train system with overhead lines, building ground for a second farm, large ranch with new open horse pastures, 2 railroad silos to overload between train and vehicles, working lighthouse, flowing water, new NPCs, transport missions. And then it says information, which is kind of like a little warning. The lighthouse is based on the placeable type wind turbine. Using seasons can cause small problems because the rotation speed of the light depends on the wind speed. So there you go. So I'm in new farmer mode as I do all my map tours. This is the map. It's not a huge map, but with the way the roads are, it kind of makes it feel like it's huge because it sort of forces you like to come down this way. There's only one real decent road in and out of it because you've got quite a lot of water area there, the sea, the little lighthouses up there which we'll see later. So yeah, in new farmer mode we start off sort of slap bang in the middle of the map, and we start off with our farm area, a little field number 20 and field 32. These are separate to buy as a plot, so the main farm area and field 20 comes as one plot for 313,000. If you're on here on the other two modes you can buy that. Field 32 is only 87,000, and the field prices vary. Some of them come with bits of forestry area around them like that, so it's 228 for there. Some of them come in little blocks like that, 47 and 48 is 495. 60 over here takes in all that forestry area, 335. There is a couple of small ones on their own. Field 3, 31,000. 2, 23, I think one takes in that area. There is a BGA up the top which you have to buy if you want to use. That's 249,696. You can't buy the lighthouse, by the way, which is a shame. Field 27 and 8, 333, so you get the gist. On our farm you start off with chickens and cows, but there is a huge horse ranch down here with 2 like it says open horse pastures. You can still use them, you don't have to own them. They both hold 15 horses each, but we will look at all that properly. The railroad, as you can see, the silo there, it runs this way round and it runs all through this line there, as you can see. There's a couple of sale points that you can use by road and the railroad, and obviously you've got the 2 silos, and it runs all through this way like so. What we'll probably do is we'll do some of the tour in a vehicle and then I'll cut to the train and we'll take in the other bits because I think it's going to be easier and you get to see a bit of everything then. So yeah, that is the map, pretty cool. And we start off here in new farmer mode at our farmhouse. If we go inside, we've got our sleep trigger there. It's all pretty much the standard in-game animal pens in the farmhouse, as you can see. I think it's the same farmhouse as you start off on Felsbrunn. So let's have a look at our equipment and the slot count. So in new farmer mode, the slot count is 685 out of 1299. If you sell everything, you can get that down to 468. And in the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch, it is also 468 because you start with nothing, no land, no equipment. So just to point out. So in new farmer mode, we start off with a Fendt Favorite 515C, the Fiat 1300 DT, Case 7210 Pro, New Holland TX32 Harvester. We've got the 1978 pickup, FarmTech TDK 1600 trailer. They've got the header for the TX32. We've got a plough, a cultivator, I think that's a power harrow, isn't it? I can't remember. A seeder. We got a sprayer. We got a front tank for the sprayer. We've got a side mower. We've got a tedder. We've got a windrower. A loading wagon. We've got pallet fork, front loaders, sorry. We've got a bucket for the front loader, pallet fork, bell spikes, header trailer, a weight, and then we move into our animal pens. Like I say, we start off with cows and chickens, so it's a standard in-game small versions of both of them. That will hold 50 cows, and then your chicken coop will hold 100. We've got our standard in-game grain silo because there's no custom crops on here. That will hold, as you can see, all your standard crops down the bottom left, 100,000 litre capacity. We've got a small bunker silo double, and we've got this which says mod. It's a medium storage tunnel. Down the bottom, a storage tunnel is used for storing vehicles, bales and other objects. Now, I couldn't find this anywhere. I went through everything, even the vehicles, all the placeables, the tools. I can't find this anywhere, so if you sell it, that will be gone forever, so just bear that in mind. It's not in sheds, decoration and miscellaneous, can't find it at all, so just be aware about that one. We've got an easy shed one, another easy shed one, Karcher sprayer, pressure washer. We've got farm barn, and we've got our farmhouse. So there you go. Like I say, no custom crops, no modded in things. This is our farmyard area. We've got a little, it's just decoration, you can't go in there. So what we'll do, this is little field 20, tiny but very cute. I think we'll have a quick run round the farmyard. I love this little water feature we've got running through our farm, and you've actually got the sound of it, which just sounds good. There's our chicken coop there. I won't go through all the triggers because it's a standard in-game things. It's pretty easy to find everything. They're all marked out well. That's our cow pen. We've got our pressure washer just there. Nice sort of area there to clean your vehicles off. Then this is the storage tunnel. So like I say, if you sold that, you've lost it. We whiz round up here. Most of our equipment stored in the easy shed ones, as you can see. Nice little tree feature in the middle. Then if we run up the top here, we've got our grain silo. So you tip in there and you pipe out there. And if we run down the back, we've got our small double bunker silo just there. We'll put on the help menu. There you go, compacting. Lovely little flower area just there. Again, just decoration. And I like this little feature. Again, you can hear the water running out the back of our farm. Very smart indeed. This is our farm barn. There's our weight just there, and our few attachments. This is the only bit you can go into on this farm barn, the rest of it's just decoration. That is pretty much our farmyard area. Now if you come on here on the other two modes, Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, obviously none of this is here, and if you were to sell off everything, this whole area will look something like this. So what we're going to do is grab the pickup. Actually, what I do want to show you is we will come down. This is quite a big placeable area just there, which we will check out, but the other one we might be able to see from the road. Some of these look like you could place things, but I've checked some of them out. This looks like a sort of pumping station there, but all this area is like free space. It's flat. This area here is all flat and open space. This is a car park. This is like a part of a ruined sort of castle. Looks like a castle or a church. And there's this bit up here which is a car park again. So there's not many areas to place things, but there is a few. So we'll cut through the middle of our farm. I think, hang on, we need to go up this way. It does look smart though, this map, and it does feel very... I haven't played Erlengrat yet, but I sort of started learning the game. I bypassed Ravenport and went straight onto Felsbrunn, and it does feel very Felsbrunn-esque. So this is our placeable area just there, as you can see. Let's just see how much that is to buy that. So that comes with a bit of forestry. That's 118,000 to buy that one. And what about this bit? I'm imagining that's going to come with a field. Yeah, that's only 92,000. That's not too bad. Like I say, if I remember, you should be able to see that bit from the train when we come round. So now we need to go down this track. When you get sort of up in the hills a little bit and you look across, it does look really nice. I mean, it looks already nice along there. It's not going to be for everyone, but I like the look of it. It's got a very Scandinavian feel about it. They've done it quite well. So if we go up here and take a left up this hill, you've got the little sign there for a fuel station. As you can see, we're coming up to the fuel station, which is just there. You've got 3 pumps. And then we'll come round and we've got the shop coming up on the left. Just up here. Your reset point is roughly about here where we are now. There's your shop menu just there to our right if we drive through the shop. Out the back we've got a vehicle workshop trigger just there for your repair and customization. Come out of here and go left again. Very nice sort of water features on here. It is very picturesque. Now we want to turn right here because we're going towards first of our sale points, which is the hotel, which again looks very nice because you'll see in a second there's a sort of beachfront area which looks really nice. People walking all around on the beach, as you can see. Very smart. So this is the first of our sale points. So let's just have a look at the map. So we came out of our farm, we came through the farm, took this track down to the placeable, up here, up this track, all the way up here, fuel station, back out, into the shop, out, along, through this track, and we're at Lighthouse Hotel. I think I've said that right. Now, what is interesting as well, the sell points, as you can see, you've got to have a huge amount of options, because apart from the 3 specific ones, barn, Holes, Albert and Spinnery, the rest sell everything. So you can see all your main crops. You've got sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, eggs and milk. So all the sale points will take all of those. So you've got a massive choice there of where you're going to go. And as you can see, I'll go through them now. The barn's going to take your silage, grass, hay and straw, bales or loose. Holes Albert is a sawmill, so it would do your lumber and your wood chips, which we will look at obviously later. And then your Spinnery, self-explanatory, that's going to be your cotton and wool. There is contracts available, I'll show you that quick, as you can see. So yeah, that is the first of the sale points. Now we need to come up, head sort of north up the map towards where the lighthouse is, which we will see from the road. It's a shame you can't buy the lighthouse, because it looks like there's potential you could landscape out to it. Have a little road going out to it. So there's the lighthouse, as you can see, and just over there you can see the cars. That's the car park area I was on about, so it's not a placeable area, it's already a car park. And we cut across through here. I think the BGA's up next. Oh, stay on the road. Brandt's Biogas. The barrier doesn't open up automatically, so you need to jump out and do that, like so. You've got a little, I don't know why the fence hasn't finished there, because you could cut through there. We've got a little way station there, which obviously does work. Now this is ridiculous. I thought to myself when I come here, I thought that is never a bunker silo. Let's turn the help menu on. Oh yes it is. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely huge. And as if that isn't big enough for you, you got another smaller, well it's not small, one there. So that is massive. Ridiculous. You can't use that fuel pump, but there is a little bit of storage there if you wanted to put anything around there. Just thought I'd point that out. And then your digester, tip-in, sale point, whatever you want to call it, is just there. And I'm guessing, I've not tested it, I'm guessing your digestate is going to come out there, because there's no pipe sticking out. It's obvious on that tank there, so I think that is going to be where your digestate comes out. Just a guess. Let's turn that off again. And we'll come out of there and we'll swing a left, and then we've got another cool little area, which I think is cool, just up round here. it's kind of like a little quarry area. It looks very smart. So there we've got a die bolt group. As you can see if I zoom out a bit, it looks quite smart, doesn't it? Be careful not to fall off the edge. It looks like there's, you see the little area there, it looks like a placeable area, but you're never going to get anything placed on there. It's just sometimes on maps you get a flat area with that sort of texture to show it's a placeable area, but that's, yeah, that's on the angle, you're not going to get anything around there. But it's quite a cool little area where you can drive in through. And then just in front of us we've got this sail point here, which I think is actually die bolt group. We'll just double check, we'll just see what we did. We come out of the hotel, up here, looked across to the lighthouse, straight across, BGA, back out, round, yeah, die bolt group, which is your sail point, and then just over the back here you've got a drive under Lime Station, just there as you can see. So that is probably it for the driving bit. What I'll do is I'll now cut to the train. I'll probably start off somewhere around here because I want to finish at the railroad silo too. So I'll cut to the train and just set a couple of things up. So I will see you shortly. Right, so we've just left railroad silo 2 as you can see, and we're heading this way. I just thought I'd sort of start this area so you can see some of the features and the landscape. As you can see on the train you've got the overhead lines, which is quite smart. And it's got, so there's a little area there you could tip into from there. It's got 5 carts on this train. It looks like the front one's a grain cart. Just start slowing up a bit because we've got to jump out here. Yeah, it looks like you've got a grain cart at the front. It takes forever sometimes the train to stop. Then it just looks like you've got a open cart next. There's a logging cart. I think the grey one behind the logging cart looks like it's for root crops. And there's like a flatbed on the very back, so you could probably chuck some pallets on there, bales, whatever you want to do. So we'll run across the road. This is Holes Albert, which is your sawmill. You've got a wood chip sail point just there, and then we've got your lumber timber sail point there with your icon just there as you can see. So pretty cool. You've got a ramp the other side of the train which you can just sort of see there for loading up, and we'll head off again. This time we're going to head up and we're going to stop roughly here. So you got Railroad Silo West, which is obviously a sail point, and then you've got your Railroad Silo 1, which you can use to store obviously your crops. There you go, silos other at the top. It says 400,000 litres. I'm guessing that's split between the two, so probably 200,000 litres each. You need to start braking a little bit early because this train does take a while to slow down. So we're just coming up, as you can see. I won't jump out on this one because you should be able to see most of it. So this is your silo as we're here now, which you can access from the road. You can see this side, and then we're just right on top of the silo there. there's your railroad silo west sale point, which is just from the road only, which you can see we'll cross the road there. Now we'll head off again, get back on the map, we'll cut across. I didn't show you Nick's Livestock because that's one of the sale points you can access from both road and train, which you'll see. So there's the shop and the fuel point which we saw earlier. So just here we're coming up, there's the sale point there by train. And what we'll do is we'll quickly jump out and do this little bit by foot. So up in here there's Nick's Livestock sale point there. I'll quickly run through here as well. I probably could have done this by vehicle earlier, but this is going to be your animal dealer. No, sorry, that's your bale sale point, isn't it? That's barn, sorry. Animal dealer's over here. Got a field shelter just there. There we go, is your animal dealer. Just there. Right, I'm going to jump back on the train. What I'll do is I'll be a bit naughty. I don't like to tab into vehicles, but we will tab to it. Just for quickness. And then we'll head on back through. We'll come all the way through here. We'll be able to see the fuel station there from the train. And I'm going to stop just about here and we're going to run up and show. I'm going to show you all this area because this is quite pretty area. As you can see, like I said, all the hills and that, it does very Scandinavian feel. Just over to the right you can see the castle sort of ruin. There's the petrol station to the left with the red and yellow signage, and we just need to stop now because this is the train station. Stop, 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 stop. We'll back up a little bit. I'm too busy showing you the sights. So that's your train station, which looks quite cool. And then up here is Monty's sale point, which is just there for you. And if we run through here, we got like a built up area. It just looks really smart around here because you've got this sort of courtyard. I don't know if you'd call it a courtyard, and a lovely little sort of water area, your boats in there. I thought that was quite nice. Unless I'm getting a bit soft in my old age. Right, so run back down to the train. We've got a couple more places to see and then we should be done. So yeah, Monty's just there. We'll come round. We'll see all these areas here. Freight yard, spinnery. Freight yard's another one which is a sale point by train or road. And you've got these lovely little water features there again. Very nice looking map. All different size fields. Nice different terrain to it. It's not all flat. So let's start slowing down. There's the fuel station just to the right, the red and yellows again. And then just right coming up on top of the train there, you've got that sale point there, freight yard. And there's the road sale point to it as well. we've got a little ramp there so you can come up and load up your train. If we run up here quick, we've got a spinnery there to your left for your cotton and your wool, old grannies, just there. And you've also over here got another sale point for your lumber. No wood chip sale point, just your lumber, just in there. And there's your little icon trigger. Very smart indeed. Another train track there, I didn't notice that earlier. And then we shall come down now, because we should just finish off now at Railroad Silo 2. As you can see, I've got a little tractor there ready, because then we're going to come up and we're going to finish off with the horse ranch, which is quite big. And then we've got the sale point there in the ranch as well, and that should be the end of it. Very nice indeed. So this is your railroad silo. There you go. That's your railroad bit. And then just round that side is your road section. Just there. Jump in the fence. Check out the horse ranch. Like I say, both the pastures hold 15 horses. Pretty self-explanatory for the triggers. So there's your water trigger there for that pasture. They are quite big, as you can see. They'll appear all out in the field there. You've got your dialogue box just here. Straw triggers just there to the left, and then your feed troughs just right at the end. But that is huge, that pasture. Excuse the dodgy camera angles. And I think there's 3 places that you could ride the horses. The first one's up the top here, which is like a circle arena, just there, as you can see. Down this way, up into this area. You've got an outside area there to train them. You can open this up. You've got a hall here to enter and train again. I'm not sure what the letters stand for or mean. If there's any horsey people, I'm sure they will tell you. Where do we want to go now? We'll check out the sale point and then drive round to the second horse pasture. So just there to the left is this sale point, which is Paul Roberts Ranch. Yes. Maybe it's just me, but I like it. Where are we going? Not that way. This way, I think. So there's the other horse pasture right in front of you. Again, massive. There's your water trough. Down through this way. I'll turn that off. Dialogue box just there, and then your feed troughs just down the end. There you go. And then inside here, can't use any of these stables, which is a shame. And that door down there doesn't open, which is another shame. Neither does that door. But you've got another sort of hall arena to bring them in and run around if you so wish to. And I think that is pretty much it. We've covered all the map by road and rail. So I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.